Oh my goodness, visibility hackers, welcome. Friday Night Live, the best show in the world, in the entire internet, especially for those of you who want to build your brand's visibility. That's what we talk about here in the visibility hacking world. That's what Friday nights are all about. So come join us. Feel free to join us live. The link is down in the description, or you can always hit us up in our DMs. You can comment below. We are here for you. We are here for you. I am your host tonight, Molly Dorst. This is a Lefty, the video Jedi. Da, 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 da. How are you tonight, Lefty?
I am fantastic for one of two reasons. Number one, I did a afternoon live DJ set for all the wonderful coaches and experts today, and I have not performed in 5 years.
Ooh.
So that was fun. That was fun. I gave everybody a good 2 hours of entertainment. We did have some, minor technical difficulties with audio here and there, but I did everything that I could to fix that on the spot while I was
Yeah.
DJing. But yeah, it was probably a bandwidth issue. I mean, I was, all the sound is trying to get grabbed through Zoom and whatnot. So we'll probably find a better way to do it next time if there is going to be a next time. And secondly, I am excited because it's Canada Day.
It's Canada Day. I have my Canada mug. I have my Canada shirt.
Nice.
Apparently, our American friends did not feel like joining us yet. Yet they are on their way. They're on their way,
Yeah.
but representing for the Toronto area. Actually, funny story is that Lefty and I are from the same little town. Like not just the same big city, not just the same side of the giant country, not just the same province, but like actually from the same like neighborhood. Like
Mhm.
down the streets, rival high schools kind of situation. And
Yeah.
that's something I absolutely love about the world of connecting online. We can connect with friends from around the world. We can find new clients, ideal customers around the world. And we can also use these same tools to connect with people in our local community as well. So, regardless if you are a service based business or a local business, a brick and mortar business, an entirely digital business, live streaming works. It works. It's fantastic. So tell me about how you felt like in the moment when all these audio issues were happening for you, because that happens a lot with people when they're streaming, regardless if it's your first stream or you've been doing this for a while. So what was going through your head? What did you do? How did you react in the moment?
So I was getting, I was getting messages from people, trying to, put the fire out. I guess I had Jim log in, which was great. He was kind of giving me thumbs up and thumbs downs, and sometimes like this. So I would watch him in the screen from time to time. I also had a host there with me, so she was like kind of moderating everything. I didn't I didn't show that anything bothered me. I didn't even show that anything was wrong, to be completely honest. I did address it in the, like, as it was happening, when I was doing kind of like a low pass filter quick to just kind of whoom, take the music out so I can speak to everybody and tell them, hey, look, if there's been audio issues, my bad, I'm trying. But the best advice for something like that is, if you show the audience that there is a problem and you start panicking, they will actually take on that energy and only start looking for the negative within whatever's happening. If you play it off like everything is cool, that was a part of the show, or whatever the case might be, and you don't give them that chance to be like, oh my God, something's wrong. Let's try and find it. they'll never know. They'll never know. They'll just think, oh, it's the internet just being the internet. Right? So I always just play it off like nothing's wrong.
John, welcome.
Hey,
Audio.
what is
It's the
up?
absolute devil, eh?
It is. No, it's the gremlin. It's the devil. We've seen it here in this chat before, where it's like random things, and it's just routed here and there, and all these variables, and it's. I consider audio like the most important of all the things, but it's also like the most like gremlin-y. Like it's just like there's little gremlins that live in the audio that you have to find them and take them out.
Yep. Oh, did you watch Lefty's long live stream today?
I love electronic music a lot. So I watched basically all of it. I had a little bit of I sat there. Then he threw up for Detroit. I was like, what, dude? He's like, he threw up some of our guys at the area. And I'm like, all right, man. Yeah. So I was definitely a big, try to be a big supporter, and I enjoyed it. It was great, so that was a lot of fun. And yeah, I was trying to pass him. Like, I was like, dude, I think it's this setting in Zoom, dude. Like, trying to send it to him, but it was like, I was trying to help, and I think he was doing things, and I was actually doing things, so it was kind of hard to just solve the problem. But I think somewhere in there, you guys nailed it, because the music was coming through great, and it was awesome, bro. It was awesome.
Thank you. I actually did find out what the I guess what the issue was. It didn't fix it completely, but it took it from being like let's say a 2 out of 10 when the situation was really bad to like a 7, maybe 8 out of 10. And rookie mistake. Okay, I'll admit it. I forgot that when I think it was the internal recording was fine. The external, because I was supposed to grab the audio from the microphone, the Audio Technica microphone that I have. That's where I was feeding everything through. I had that setting on Zoom. It was under the IMAX internal microphone. And I didn't notice it until a good hour and 15 minutes in.
Dude, I have like 3 microphones. Like when I pull down the microphone setting in Zoom, there's like 50 microphones that show up because of the way I got things set up. It's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy.
Yeah.
I say it again. It's so easy. It's like, let me repeat that for those in the back. It is so easy.
Yeah. Well, Jim has convinced me. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, I think Jim has convinced me to do a part 2. So,
dude, that would be awesome. No, you have to. You really don't have a choice, to be honest, because we had a good time and we got only half a show, man. I didn't even get my money's worth, so there you go.
Yeah. No, you're right. And yeah, I mean, no, it's gonna happen. The cool thing actually was seeing the comments come in afterwards, going, "Oh my God, you're back! Oh my God, he's back!" And it's just like, I'm not back, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But it was cool. It was cool to just see that people who have not seen me perform in, like I said, 5-6 years, still care, literally almost a decade later, which is really, really awesome to know that I still have that support.
That's awesome. I was going to say, in regards to audio issues, I remember when I started going live, man, like over a decade ago, live stream radio. So no video, just audio. Audio was essential. But the technology gave us a restriction that meant we couldn't just go live when we felt like going live. We had to go on pre-existing channels, and we had to have someone there to set us live. So they'd have to check in with you. They'd have to make sure that they could hear your sound. They'd make sure your audio levels were great. And then they would help you press the button to actually go live to the world on internet radio and all that fun stuff. And it was it was this connection to someone that you'd never meet this person ever in the real world. You'd have no idea who they were. They just worked a shift for a website and would set people live, but you felt so deeply connected to them because they enabled you to connect with so many people. And yeah, I wish we still need those to help us make sure our audio sounds good.
It's still like any sort of virtual floor directing is still like you don't go live till the audio guy says, thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy
for audio people. Like big appreciation for them. Like the whatever knowledge I have, and believe me, it gets me more than by the guys and girls that are just like super in it. Like mad respects.
That's for sure. Well, how about we talk a little bit about some fun adventure that happened this week, and let's roll the intro first. So this week in the content hot seat, I'm in the content hot seat because I sat down with Lefty earlier this week to film a whole bunch of reels. And let me tell you about this experience. We had a blast, didn't we?
We did. Very, very comical and very productive 2 hours that we were together.
You two together would be like the Avengers, it'd be amazing.
It was quite fun. We had originally planned for a lot longer of a time that we could spend together. We were going to go to different locations. We had a much bigger plan. But of course I messed up my calendar and we ended up changing that giant plan down to 2 hours, one location, as efficiently as we possibly could. And I'm actually really grateful that happened because it forced me to stay focused. So I sat down ahead of time. I planned out a little bit of time one evening and I just scripted. I came up with all of my bullet points for these great reels. Like Lefty, when you work with Lefty, he'll give you this list of prompts and you start with those prompts, and I just went through them. I brainstormed ideas, fleshed them out, and then I was able to be really efficient when Lefty showed up. I got a background. He brought all his lights and gear. I tricycled them up with my brand new tricycle. It was door-to-door service. And it was fantastic. And we banged out, like we had 2 hours together from start to finish. And we filmed at least 30, you'd say?
I think so. Like it was nuts, man. It was nuts. Like the thing is that it's not about how can I put this? People think that they always have to, think of different things all the time, right? But they don't understand the importance of how you can legit take one hook and make 15 different videos out of it. And that literally, that is exactly what Molly did. Molly took the hooks that I gave her and she's like, all right, how can I literally make 10 videos out of this one hook? Boom. It was the same hook for like 10 videos. And then it was like, okay, how can I take this hook and make another 5 videos out of it? Boom, another 5 videos and another 10 here and another there. So it was legit just repeating the same hook over and over, but the material within the hook was like always different. She never, minus like one or two things that had to be repeated, they're all different reels. Nothing was repetitive. Nothing was the same thing. That blew my mind personally. I was like, holy guacamole.
Yeah.
And then I did find the clip. I cut it. I trimmed it. It's not color graded, but at some point we are going to show Molly's Super Bowl moment.
Oh
Sweet.
my God. Okay, you got it. You have to load
It's
it.
the part
Can you
where I say like I'm quivering with anticipation or something.
we had so much fun. Lefty, can you
I can only
share?
imagine you guys.
Can
would
you
be
share the
amazing.
video file?
Okay. So video file. I've never done it through here before, so bear with me.
Oh, okay. So let me just tell you. I had my scripts, I had ideas, and then I knew what I was going to say. With reels, you have to think about what you're saying, what people are seeing, what people are reading, because you can add text and stuff like that, how they're interacting, because you can add another layer as you publish them with buttons and other interactive things. But then you also have to think about how this all comes together when you're shooting it. So you have to reverse engineer the final product in order to be productive on filming day. So, well, of course, right out of the bat, I was like, well, can I like stick my head in from one side and like jump up from the other side and kind of like spin around and like walk through the frame? Can I move? Do I have to like sit there like all the other reels that I see? Like, can we be a little bit more animated per se? And yeah, we did. We did a lot of that. A lot of that.
Yeah, a lot of animation. And I can share the video, but I cannot share the video file because StreamYard likes to use a different codec than what I exported the file at. So I think if I can just share the screen and the audio, that should be good.
Yeah. Do a screen share. Okay, so we have like scripted reels that I'm working on, and then in between takes I say really like weird things. Sometimes I might do a take with a complete ad lib that makes no sense or goes off in a completely different tangent, but can somehow miraculously be chopped up and edited into something beautiful. You know, it'll be fixed in post. And then there's moments.
Your favorite, bro.
And then there's moments that just happen.
Yeah.
Where's the screen share, Lefty? Come on.
There it is.
Come on. All right. So there's moments that just happen, and yeah.
Should I just?
So, welcome to my garage where we filmed everything.
What my camera see, or sorry, what you see, but what my camera sees is completely different. And I cannot wait to finish editing these reels because holy moly, that background is like crisp. It's fire. I love it.
I can see you're gonna jump up.
It.
You're gonna scare people. It's awesome.
So should I just push play?
Yep. Just listen carefully.
3 reasons why content marketing without a strategy is just not going to cut it.
Did you? Did you?
Cut it.
Did you? One more.
It's just not going to cut it.
Did you?
So basically, I jumped up and jumped back down and ripped my pants like 12 inches
That's what I was thinking is
up the
happening.
back.
That's awesome.
And
That's
it was
the
great.
most authentic reaction ever.
It was like I was so into it that I sacrificed a pair of pants.
Oh, man.
Epic moments.
You just had to have your motion. You
It
just
was
had to have jumping into the screen.
I had to. But
we have her
worked.
coming from left and right and up and down. Like it's very, very comical. I love it.
How you like my live stream bomber?
I love it. I love I love the like random hand. I love the random head.
I think he's enjoying it a lot. He's like, why don't you come in here so I can see you, man?
There's some dancing happening now.
Well, he's like flossing over here. Like straight up
nice. I
flossing.
want to see a floss. I can't do that if like my life.
Why don't you show him the
depended
floss,
on
man? Come over here. Right here. No, now he's camera shy. That's crazy.
Aw.
Are you serious? They want people are they're screaming your name.
it.
Come on.
We want the floss. We
They say
want
You
we
the
guys
want the
watching
floss.
at home, whether you're here or you're on the replay, let us know if you want the floss down in the comments.
Yes,
That's right.
comment floss if you want to see the floss
We'll see a pair of pants get shredded over here.
happen.
Oh my goodness.
But I didn't even know that it happened. That's why like my reaction was like, did you? Because like I couldn't hear anything. And then I'm literally filming everything on this guy, right? And I play it back and you just hear and I was like, holy crap, that's loud.
It was a great time. It was a great time, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let
Oh, yeah.
me tell you. Oh my goodness. All right.
I can't wait to see these. I know they're gonna be awesome. I already know
Do you
it.
have any of them ready?
Unfortunately, I do not, but soon, they're coming. They are coming, and they are fabulous.
I'm so excited. So excited. So excited. Well, this week is Canada Day today. It's going to be what do you call it? Independence Day on in a couple days for you
Mhm.
American folk. It's
right.
party weekend.
That is correct.
It's Canada Dependence Day.
Canada Dependence Day.
So we
How do we celebrate Canada Dependence Day?
do though. We do though. We actually I haven't been in a couple of years, but man, it is an off the chart fireworks show
Mm,
over the Detroit River with Windsor.
yeah.
That is insano. Like because they do it like either this week. I don't remember. It's called the Freedom Festival, and they they shoot out fireworks for both Canada Day and 4th of July. It's like unless you
okay.
go somewhere like that's totally epic. Like I don't even know any place that does it like this. It's pretty epic. Like it's pretty. Like I don't know if I've seen a fireworks show that's has as much investment, shall we say? It's pretty awesome.
Well,
So
I'm
we
sure
throw
American
a joint party around here for you guys.
That's pretty
Nice.
cool.
and
So,
I'm sure
talking
American
about-
fireworks are better than Canadian.
Oh, you should.
fireworks.
There you
Oh,
You might be seeing some random stuff.
So talking about fireworks and business, something happened in Toronto that we have to talk about. So Toronto, big, huge city. We do a ton of different fireworks displays across the city. And what happened was there was one vendor who was responsible for 3 different firework displays. And they just decided they weren't going to fulfill on that contract yesterday. They just
Oh.
walked away from
Okay.
3 huge deliveries of contract. Like, talk about horrible way, so simple of a way to ruin your reputation in
I'll
business.
say, jeez.
But thankfully the staff at the city were able to get another vendor. They're postponing one of the 3 events is going to be done later on in the summer. One of them is going to be pushed to tomorrow, and then the other one's happening tonight. So it's kind of a mix of a longer extended firework display, let's say. But yeah, what a horrible way to deliver as a service provider.
so they just
Yourself in
decided
that.
to not like.
Yeah.
They're just one day. You're just like, yeah, we're just not going to give you your fireworks anymore. Like,
Yeah, like yesterday they decided that was going to happen for today's fireworks show.
Maybe they should have called me. I just got back from Costco. I got like $500 worth of fireworks. It's gonna be like ridiculous on Monday. I'm gonna blow up so much stuff. So
Oh,
now,
amazing.
You have to
if I
film
had
it.
only, if I had, oh, don't worry.
just don't hit your Mavic 3, bro. Just don't hit it.
Oh my God, dude, there's such a this. Oh, you hurt my dude.
Honestly,
So like,
that's
talk about wins and losses, right? I go out, I shoot this epic, beautiful footage. Some of the most beautiful footage that the world has ever seen. Certainly I've ever seen. And
log 10
I'm looking at the footage today, and I'm noticing something. There's a little line of green pixels on my image. And I am like, what the stuff? There's something wrong with the sensor. There's something wrong with the sensor. So I sent it back. I had to send it back to the manufacturer this afternoon. Lefty, it broke my heart in like 40 different places. It was insane. So I won't have it for tomorrow. I won't have it for 4th of July. I won't have it.
So I have something to tell you about a similar situation. I only have two lenses, and I'll tell you why. I shoot with prime. I have a 28 millimeter and I have a 50 millimeter. Now, the Sony A7 III that I shoot with also has APS-C mode. What?
I said 28 millimeter in the box.
Nice. So, the Sony, my Sony is set up to shoot with APS-C. So I have crop as well, which means that at any given moment, because 1.5 time crop, I can at any moment turn my 28 millimeter into a 50 or turn my 50 into an 85, which is awesome. Now I shot something a couple weeks ago, and I noticed that like the little black gooby thing that you see like in your eye sometimes, like in your vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that
I forget what
in
they call
one of
that.
my what?
So I forget what they call that, but I call them like squigglies.
Yeah, the squiggly. Okay. I'm seeing that pop up in one of my lenses. I'm not sure which one it's doing it with. Reason being is because sometimes it appears and sometimes it doesn't. Wow.
It's the man. There he is. Sorry, I didn't mean to rush the...
What is happening, everybody? I was like, somebody's tagging me. I have a few minutes. Stepped away from the little baby.
That's what I'm saying. He's got to take a break from fathering it up over there.
Congrats.
That's awesome.
Oh, Junaid, how are things in your world? We saw you were at Podfest, and
I was at Podfest. That was how long ago was that? Can't remember.
I know,
like,
right? The last 3 weeks. It's been about 3 weeks, maybe
blur.
4.
It's been
somewhere
blur.
there.
Yeah. Pretty exciting, man. The Podfest was amazing. Got to meet some really awesome people. Good to see you, Lefty. I've never met you, Video Jedi. That's awesome.
What's up?
Good to see y'all. It's been a minute. Yeah, Podfest was amazing. I got to meet a ton of people, building relationships with these folks, and can't wait to get some time back to actually, put into action all the things that have been going on in my head.
So I have to say, you are a master when it comes to connection with live shows. Like you have been running the Hacks and Hobbies show for how long now?
About 4 years.
And what inspired you to start it in the first place?
Well, it's all started for me to document my beekeeping journey. And I did that in my car. I would just talk to my phone in the car about my beekeeping journey. And I was putting in the reps to, get good at talking to myself. And I was like, wait, let me talk to other people. I'm sure there's other crazy people that like to talk to themselves. See if I can bring them on to my little show over here. So since then, it's become an interview show. And for the past 3 years, I've interviewed about 300 people on the podcast.
Wow.
Nice.
And the more people you talk to, and it just teaches you how to tell stories. And now I can say that I can tell a story, but I'm still not there yet.
Oh, come on, man. Come on. I have watched you. Because I follow Junaid around once in a while when he's doing his little interview circuit. And he's telling these stories, and I'm like taking notes. I'm like, dude, that is so good. What was it the other day you were talking about? Oh, man, I got to go find my notepad. But it's like, yeah, man, you're doing great. Doing fantastic.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You can see that flex all the time.
Well, just trying
And
to
we
stay
know that John is looking as fine as he is looking on his camera because he's been inspired in many ways by what you've been doing, Junaid, in with home studios. And you do incredible work, and we are honored to have you.
Thank you,
Bless
man. Thank you, Molly.
yourself with your presence here.
I know it's been a long journey, and it's all about the journey. It's not the destination. It's not that I'm here. It's now where am I going next? Just keep working on that journey. And we've got Mr. Beard
coming to you live with the weather report and traffic. Visibility hacking in the chopper. It's going to be 77 degrees. Going to cool down a little bit tonight. There's going to be a nice little weather front coming in. There's an accident on Southfield and Fort Street, a little rollover accident. It should be clear by the time you guys are getting home. And Molly, back to you.
You know, the funny thing is, if you happen to know anything about Detroit, even ad-libbing it there's always an accident on Ford Road. Always.
Right.
So he's just going from muscle memory there.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh,
Coming to you live from
God,
Doppler 7000 chopper, visibility hacking chopper over Metro Detroit.
Oh my God, that's so hilarious. So, John, I just re-noticed the lava lamps behind you, and we've been watching The Floor is Lava on Netflix. And
Oh, my kids
when
love
the
that show.
people they cross the border, when they make the room across, and if they're the winners, they get one of those lava lamps, and they're like $29.99. You get $10,000 plus a $30 lava lamp.
Well, you know,
You got the Marvel chopper with Jim.
I'm quite spry. Quite spry. Made it through there a couple of times. You know, no big deal.
It's no big deal, right?
My kids love that show, by the way.
It's hilarious.
I was thinking about it. I'm like, this show is so clever. How many times did we, like, as children or young adults or whatever, and never acted on it? And somebody
Yeah.
did, and now they're on Netflix.
That's right. That's right.
shout outs to the one and only Marley Jacks. Welcome to the show. Yes, so lava lamps are a must. If Steve Larson has a lava lamp in his office,
Yeah.
it must be either the #1 design choice for great marketers, or it's just a great thing to have around. So if Steve
I need-
Larson
I need
does
a
it, then we should do it too.
Gigantic one, so to fit like right over here.
I think it would be really cool to have an entire
Big,
wall
giant one.
that was just a lava lamp. I always get cold, and lava lamps are quite hot to be around, so I think that would double not only as like a great look, but just ambient heat. I would love it. Just saying.
Does that mean I need one now?
Yes.
Just
Yes.
might- You just might.
And
You know
you
what?
get a lava lamp. And you get a lava lamp. And you get a lava lamp.
Well, what if I turn my lightsabers into light fixtures and
There you go.
just
That's
have
what
them
we're
like
talking about, man.
Ooh.
hanging, right?
I like.
Think you're onto something.
I like this idea. Hold that thought. We always have to talk about content and content for the sake of connection. So let's talk about what kinds of content we were putting out this week, how it helped us connect to our audience, whether we had wins or flops, it doesn't matter. We're just testing stuff out. What have you guys been doing that has worked this week? Who wants to start? Oh, not all at once. Fine. I'll go first. Jeez. So this week I was focusing on actually implementing Rachel Miller's social media planning process. So I had to, like, do I have it sketched out here somewhere? I don't know. but it was planning out 100 different topics, and it was based on creating these different clouds, like word clouds, based on different topics. You could, like, single post ideas relating to motivation, single post ideas relating to the dreams of your customer avatar, relating to the obstacles of your customer avatar. And then I wrote those all out on sticky notes and I put them all up on my wall. And so starting tomorrow, I have a whole new content plan that I'm going to be implementing for Facebook related content. So that is what I have been doing in relation to content. I will keep you guys updated in regards to whether it works, it doesn't work, who knows. We'll try it out. That's what I've been doing. What have you guys been doing? Junaid, have you been creating content? Have you been putting stories out there, or are you busy being a dad?
I've been doing a little bit of both. Busy being a dad, changing diapers, and also putting out reels. I had a whole team build me like 20 reels. I sat down for an hour and a half. We recorded a ton of content, made 20 reels out of it, and now they're out there for the world to see. And what's cool is that I can then test, okay, which reel got more views. Let's go dig deeper into that piece of content. And it's just been a ton of fun. And there's people posting, hey, here's how you can create 92 pieces of content in one day.
Yep.
Holy smokes.
Yep.
And because
so
when
creating
you get
your 20
loud,
reels,
yeah.
how long did that take you?
How did what take me?
Like sitting down to record those 20 reels, how long did that take?
Oh, hour and a half.
Nice. So
I could do it
Lefty
in-
and I did 30. Let's just say 30.
We did 36.
We did 36 in 2 hours, including setup and takedown.
Nice.
Yeah, we're like,
That's what's up.
we're on this efficiency kick. Because
gonna
Lefty threw me a curveball a few weeks ago, and he was talking about how even though Instagram is allowing us to create longer reels, like 90-second reels, there's trends that are showing these micro pieces of reels, like 8-second, 5-second reels are getting huge levels of engagement. So I took that as a challenge and went for as short as possible, because if you want long-term content or longer form content of what I do, or medium form content, check out my YouTube channel. We have great content that the one and only Miss Marley Jacks, I use her impact system and it works so well. But anyways, besides the point, product placement,
I think
hashtag
you're
not
absolutely
sponsored,
right,
but could be.
The reason short content, 7 seconds, 10 seconds content work really well is people can quickly thumb through it and watch it over and over. And if they like you, guess what they're going to do? They're going to tap on that follow button. They're going to go to your profile. That's where they'll see even longer form content and like, okay, this person I need to hang out with more.
Yeah, and it's not really like, so there's a lot of people on the Instagram platform right now that are pretty much, we're feeling a sense of butthurt. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Because when we were introduced to Reels as something that was brand new, like we were the first ones to get it, and literally with I remember the first when I started posting Reels just over a year ago, there were days where I could not even swipe up my phone to unlock it. That's how many notifications were coming through. And I think what has happened with creators is because, let's face it, there are more people that know what Reels are now, and there are more people that are using Reels. So it's not, so before it was a matter of, oh, let's make a Reel and we're going to get 10,000 views. Now then it's shifted to, okay, well, my content now has to be super fire, and the messaging has to be super fire in order to, even reach, let's say, 1,000 to 5,000. But now Instagram is kind of going through their own recession, where there are so many active users using Reels that it's not the big bad thing anymore. And I think that the cool thing about what Molly and I did was it wasn't only about getting a message across, but it was also being entertaining while she was filming. So you're never going to say something different than somebody else. Like, we all either rip off somebody else's words and we try and make it our own. It's maybe a 1 out of 10, 1 out of 20, where we actually think of something that's like super unique that maybe somebody will rip off of us. But it's about more so the entertainment value now than it is the actual message, because the message, there's so many people saying the same thing as the next person and the next person and the next person. So it's about how we say it. It's about doing kind of like cool things, cool transitions, cool anything while we're in front of that camera. Me, I like really getting into your face when I'm talking to you, right? So especially with my Instagram reels. So doing things like that while you're getting your message across is going to get people to not only share, but they're going to get people to, comment, hit the like button and whatnot. It's, I'm not saying it's the end, but it's definitely becoming saturated. So you really got to stand out.
And
All right,
even
John,
though
what
it's,
kind of...
yeah, John,
Go ahead,
for it.
Junaid.
I said, even though it's getting saturated, some people might like you, some people might not like you, right? Which is totally fine, right? That's why we have Walmart, we have Target, we have Kmart. Well, Kmart's not around. So many brands. Like, you go to the bread aisle, how many bread makers are there? And then on top of that, there's gourmet bread makers.
Here's the story stuff I was telling you about.
John, we're going to get to you next.
No, I'm just watching the master. It's awesome. Continue with the bread analogy of the
So
commoditization.
as you have the bread, there's the more bread makers there are, guess what it means? The more connoisseurs of that bread there are going to be.
Correct.
So
Absolutely.
just bring the bread, man.
That's it.
Bring the
Bring the
bread. Bring the bread.
Hashtag.
Bring the
Hashtag
bread,
man.
Bring the bread.
And you know what? I'm
Got
a
the cheeses.
firm, I'm a firm believer of getting a lot of content. I would never ever stop creating content. Like, let's be realistic, right? But some things that I see where it's like, learn how to create like 100 reels in 30 minutes, and then, like, guys, that is overkill, right? Like,
It's so
I get consistent numbers. I my follower count is still going up, and honest to God, I'm not doing more than 12 to 16 reels a month. So, I mean, it's like, I think people are getting lost in the quality instead of the quantity now. The quantity instead of the quality.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, oh, because this person can give me, 100 reels for X amount of dollars, that 100 reels is more valuable than what I'm actually going to be teaching or saying if I was to just really put my focus into that like solid 15 or 16, right? And why I'm also bringing this up is because John over here has amazing knowledge. This guy is like super knowledgeable and super, like, so much information in that brain of yours, dude. And without giving anything away, because we're filming on Monday, so what exciting stuff are you going to bring to the table when we film on Monday together?
Yeah, just trying to, you know what, man, it's just keeping my energy up. Like I said, like, the funny thing is, like, when you gave me like those prompts, I'm like, must answer question relative to market position. There is 81% of the internet traffic is video, 20% of which is live. And I'm like thinking to myself, yeah, it's good information, but like you said, it's how you say it, what you're saying. I think that's what I'm really, really interested in, because I've been working on my voice. There's no doubt about that last, say, couple months. And by just having that little rap session we had 2 weeks ago, I was like, you know what? It's going to be about, it's the knowledge is there. Like that's not even like, I mean, obviously nobody has everything, but they got a lot of things to share, a lot of things I want to teach people. And it's going to be about personality. I mean, for me, it's going to be about personality and trying to be more like Molly, for instance. And so just kidding. But my point is like
More
just to
like
be able to
John.
kind of, well, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like finding my own voice.
Bring in that drone, bruh.
Oh, my drone.
Oh, that hurts. That
No.
hurts.
Oh no. Oh no.
So that was actually like the big play for me this last week was, so I have like this split personality between like this, this web presence, right? This live video presence, and then going out and also being a cinematographer and doing that for my own reasons because I just adore it. And so last weekend I was out. I got connected with a group, amazing. They're called Drive for Diabetes, and this group, it's just a small. It's like a small family. The father, the daughter, is the people that I met, but I guess she had a brother and there was a son, and years ago, I mean, it wasn't that long ago, I guess, but they had a son. They had a son who ended up passing away because they went to the hospital. They said, oh, it might be a cold or whatever else. It turns out he went to diabetic ketoacidosis, and I guess this happens more than people realize. Like you go to the doc, they think it might just be a cold or the flu, and it's actually something a lot more serious. And so their story, like this father, his name is Brent Cool. He is singular in his mission, like to raise awareness for the singular idea. And so when I heard about it, I was like, oh, man, I can go out to an F3 race and shoot some stuff. And I can also do it for a cause that I think is worthy and like this is something really important. And so the last week has been sort of helping them with their message. Oh, and by the way, this is the super cool part. His daughter races. She's 15 years old. She's one of the youngest NASCAR racers ever, like in 25 years or something like that. And so from a storytelling perspective, I don't need to tell you, like you should probably get them connected with Janaid or somebody at some point for the podcast, because it's an incredible story and probably shot some of the most epic stuff to date. Like just gorgeous drone stuff. So it was a big sort of like charity week for me in terms of trying to help them promote there, but also flexing on the cinematography and learning, trying to like shooting a racetrack. I never shot a racetrack before. Had some pretty stuff. But
just like Peter McKinnon says, because he was at Formula One last week, he's like, if you don't have a 200 to 600, you ain't catching nothing.
Now, the one thing I did have, which was incredibly cool, is I had press credentials. So I was able to go into the tower. I was able to go like right up to the fence where they have these little cutaways, and they actually for the film. Like, so I didn't have 2 to 600, but I had 70 to 200. And for where I was, it wasn't too bad. It worked out. I got some good. I can't wait to show you guys. It's gonna be awesome. But just, I guess from a just feeling good perspective, like I felt like meeting these people. Oh, and there's another kid. His name is Jason Adler, who was the actual guy who did the race this time, who's also had like a family member who's in diabetes situation where they kind of. So he was the actual guy on the track, and so I got to meet their team. They went on. They did 3 races. It was like podium 1, 2, 3. Like these guys were incredible. They just dominated. So I made friends.
Nice.
Helped out a good cause, flexed a little bit, and learned about some things that I hadn't even done before. So from that perspective, super big win. And this is kind of on deck for next week. I got some Janaid. I was telling you about the 5,000. Got the gear. So we're gonna be doing some experiments with. We'll call it budget mirrorless in the next week or 2. Nice. So super excited about this week.
I'm super curious when you're doing your tests about clean HDMI output, like specifically, please. Because
yes, we got you, because this is exactly why.
This is what. Yeah, this one does it.
This one does it. It's actually so here's the okay. So you guys want to okay? I'll do a little preview for you guys.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm in camera shopping mode.
Oh, good. Okay, so then let's share this because I do think this is really really interesting stuff. This camera here, as you guys know, it's a nice camera. It's nice. It's not ridiculous, but in the APS-C world for Sony, it's decent. It's not it's like it's an A6100. The problem with this camera, there's no problems with this camera. It's awesome, but this camera is a little bit pricey. It's $600-700 for the body. Which I would say in certain situations you would absolutely want. But for a lot of people, it's like, well, and that doesn't include the
It doesn't include the lens.
the glass. It doesn't include the capture card. It doesn't include the dummy battery. There's a bunch of stuff. So you're probably all in for $1,000. We'll call it $1,000, like between all those components. And so I started I'm starting to find my people on the internet who are kind of doing this same thing and learning and just you guys know me. You guys been, so making friends all over the world and tracked into some guys who had said, the 5100 was very popular. Like it went from like a $300 used market. It went from like a $150 used market to like a $300 market just because Epos Vox had said, hey man, this is a really great deal for. Now this guy is about the same entry cost. It's about $150 used. The challenge is that it runs the HDMI. It actually has some of the camera settings and whatnot coming through, so it's not clean HDMI out of the box. But thanks to our friends on the internet, there's a small file you can add to the device that will give it clean HDMI, and so it brings it back down to that $500. It brings it down to that $150 price point used. This is a $60 2.8 28 mil from Amazon, and this is a $28. Sorry, not even that $25 dummy battery. Mm-hmm. So for we'll call it less than 300 right now. I'm hoping to see something a lot like what you're seeing here, and that to me would be pretty incredible, because I just told you the difference between $1,200,000, something like this. So I'm really excited to give this guy a test run. And yes, Molly, if it does work, this will absolutely be what I would suggest for a number of people who are looking for that quality, but not necessarily looking to spend an absolute fortune in this world. So I'm on it, and I actually got another little thing which I actually sent to Dr. Sanika today. I got my little cheap Lightning lab mic
adapter.
Oh, you have one?
Nice.
I didn't know that. Okay, so I didn't know everybody had one. So
the moment these things got advertised on TikTok, it was just like, hold on a second,
hotcakes.
2 for $70.
Everybody's getting one.
Hell yeah!
So I did run a quick test on that yesterday 2 days ago at the baseball field, where I was trying to I call it the walking content, which you guys just walk and you talk, and I'm like, this could be better. So I put it on a DJI, OM5, and I put that guy on, and I was like, what's it gonna be? Can I level up on the walking content? So there's been some things, but I haven't quite pushed it to the world just yet. But I've also been, as usual, off the rails at work during the day and everything else. So like I am doing a ton. I just not doing as much that people can see yet.
Yeah,
it's coming soon.
Well, that's why I like
soon.
filming with my Osmo Action, right? I do all my walking talking now, unless I just want to quickly rant. But in terms of the video, I would be curious to see what it would do, because I'm in the market for an FX6. So I wonder if we ran SDI to a webcam stream and see how dope that image quality would be, because it's true 4K.
Yeah, FX6 would be what? I mean, that would be, shall we say, badass. I've seen some people like throw it on like cinema cameras or like a Black Magic, whatever. It looks good, but not an FX6. That's the first time I've seen. That'd be first time I've seen that.
It's gonna be.
I have thrown it on my A7S III. I've seen that, and it looks,
Oh, I bet.
But That's just for special occasions.
Well, see, that's what I'm using, right? I'm using a full frame right here. Like this is a 4K, but I'm not pushing at 4K content
No.
because the web doesn't see it. You know, it's
There
cut
he
down
is.
to 10%.
Chopper
of
just
what,
landed.
what we're pushing out of here. But I do got to run. Got time for prayers. And hey, Jim, video sales guy, Beard.
I love you, Junaid.
I didn't know you changed your middle name. What?
I love you, Junaid.
Love to you, brother.
Junaid, you rock. Big love to the whole
You guys
family.
rock as well. Thank you so much. Nice meeting everybody.
Peace.
Congratulations, Daddy. Good luck
Thank
out there.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Papa
thank
Junaid.
Woo! All right, Jim, you showed
Papa
up
Junaid
just.
4.0.
Ooh, keep it coming.
4.0. That's right.
See you guys.
See ya. So, Jim, you showed up just in time for our closeout segment of the night. We've had some huge wins, some huge movements this week in the visibility hacking world. So let's take just a couple moments to celebrate those accomplishments. So if you're watching live or on the replay, let us know your big wins down in the comments. Let's celebrate together as a community. And for those of you who are here with me tonight, what are your big wins? Let's shout them out. I am not going first this time.
Okay, I have one. So
All right, I'll go first.
Okay,
I'm just kidding.
I would have just been the polite Canadian and been like, sure, go ahead.
Because
no
you were
problem.
so excited.
That was
You
so
were just
good.
So
It's
excited.
just like, I got this. Hold on. Sit down.
You know what? It was so I closed a deal this week. I closed a deal on Wednesday, I think it was. Yeah, Wednesday. And you know, I was having a conversation with this individual, and she was, you know, hesitant at first, but not hesitant in the way where it was like I had to do a buttload of objection handling or anything like that. It was objection more so about affordability, because she already knew and saw the value into what I was providing. And it was actually the first time I went into storytelling mode when I was on a discovery call. And I literally told her my whole story. I said, hey, look, back in like November, December, I was broke. Like right after Christmas, I had like negative $3 in my bank account. And honestly, I had this one coach come up to me, and you know, he was like, yo, I'll help you. I'll change those those negatives into positives in your bank account, but you just got to take that leap. And you know, I said, lo and behold, I ended up spending money that I didn't have, but the return of what I got was, you know, 10 times what I like. Well, maybe not. Maybe like 5 times what I spent. Right, but the point of the story was, I pretty much said to her that like, no matter what you do in life, there's never going to be the right time, because she was looking for the right time, right? And it's like, there's never a right time in life. You either do or you don't, right? And it's okay if you don't, but if you do, I can tell you that we're going to get you where you want to be a lot faster. And she kind of sat back and was like, yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. Okay, boom, let's do this. And I was just like, oh my God.
I've been hanging out with Sales Ninja.
But that
Well,
was just,
did a
it was-
nice job.
but if you really think about it, to give you a piece of advice, it's like, if you want to take a vacation, there's really never a right time to take a vacation. You either do it or you don't. You're in a bad relationship and you need to break up with that person. Guess what? You feel like you're going to break up with them, but whoa, Christmas is around. Then all of a sudden, 2 months later, their birthday is around. And then there's family day. Then there's this, then there's that. There's never, ever, ever. I don't care if you have $0 in your bank account or $100 million in your bank account. There is never an actual right time to do anything. So just have faith and do it.
Yeah. Snaps to that.
And that's my story, my win, my rant.
Nice. Jim, go.
I'll go after John.
Okay. He's so gracious all of a sudden. Let's see, wins for me. So I met with
Oh,
of my
wait, one
avatars.
more thing. No, I'm kidding. Go.
Just one more thing. All of a sudden, he reveals the iPhone 14. So I met with one of my 2 or 3 kind of key customer avatars. We went out for pupusas off of Livernois in Troy there, Mr. Jim. So we went there for El Salvadorian food in horchata. And we were talking, and he was like, so tell me about this stuff. Tell me about what's going on. And I said, let me show you one thing. So I show him my capstone a video I did where I was showing how you could use and do storytelling all the time. And his eyes got this big. And he goes, so we don't use PowerPoint? I'm like, nope, we don't use PowerPoint. I said, we do this, and we do this. And his eyes popped out. He says, now I'm not going to sleep tonight, asshole. So, thanks a lot. And so bringing in people into the vision, bringing in people to understand, because if you out there in the grind every day and you're doing this, you understand that just having the camera, just having the mic, just having just the basics is the table stakes. Everybody has that stuff. If you see them here anywhere on Facebook, they have that stuff. Yeah. So what stuff and how do you use it is the play. And I'm starting to show some of the people opening the kimono a little bit and saying, come hither. And they are reacting big time. They're saying, yeah, this is amazing. We absolutely got to work together. I'm not going to sleep tonight. Thanks a lot. But starting to push into those places where I know that it should be fertile ground in terms of people understanding and the message resonating. And so far, so good.
Yeah, you got some sick shots, dude, for sure.
Thanks,
I'm pumped. All right, Jim, your turn. Go.
All right. First off, I just got a text message that I'd like to share with the class
Okay.
from a random number I don't recognize. And it says,
Oh.
Carl, if you don't know English, you can go shopping in supermarkets in Greater China. And I said, this sentence is hilarious. Thank you for your time.
Some of us pray for random texts like that, Jim. You were blessed. Thank you. You're welcome.
That is a win. That is a win.
I feel
Good job.
like that's a win.
That's a win.
A fan of our show here, Liz Benny, recently graced me with a testimonial that made me cry. So, Liz, if you're watching, I know you do on rare occasions. Thank you. It was lovely. And she is a big supporter of everything we're doing, that I'm doing, and us as Alive Academy. And I made her promise on her grave that she was going to introduce herself to Molly. Otherwise, she might actually explode. So she promised to do that. So Liz, just so you know, we're holding you to that. And shout out to Marley Jacks as well. If you're still watching, Marley, the time that you've given me in the past and of recent has been just forever. I'm so thankful of you and for you for everything you do. So yeah, it's been offer time lately. And it's been get it organized time lately. And it's been a lot of it. And it's coming together. And, there's days to where I kind of beat up on myself and I'm like, man, you should have gotten done more. And then there's times like today where Molly shows you the most kick-ass landing page that you've seen in a long time. And then you're like, shit, I got to step it up. And, it goes back and forth. And that's one of the things I love being teamed up with Molly on is that we motivate each other. And I think that that's wonderful. And that's something that's so needed. I know a lot of people don't like to do partnerships and team ups and things like that. It's very frowned upon, especially in the CF community. It's don't do that because it's going to come back to bite you in the ass. I think that there's a time and place for it. And I think that when you find the right person, that it just makes life wonderful. Truly.
Absolutely.
And I am eternally thankful for you, Molly. And of course, for both of you, John and Lefty. Lefty threw down an insane set today, which was awesome. I was jamming while I was finishing out my work day. And the lights going and everything, seeing him in his element, and his beard was so shiny and conditioned. It was amazing. And
he's disappeared because of all the compliments.
I think he's tearing up. I think that's what it was. He was crying.
Well, I mean, with all
okay.
those, with our mishap audio issues for here and there, because the beat kept cutting out. It wasn't more of a dance; it was more like a seizure. Like
I was on mute. And I was like,
and you're just like,
I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything. And then I'd be like, yeah. Now I got it. I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything.
I'm just so happy that nothing cut out in the finale.
Finale was ripping, man. I loved it. It's fire, no doubt.
Yeah, as the kids say.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And so that's been it lately. It's just been trying to really focus in on what's going to move the needle, and just get it all across the finish line, because it's a lot. And to you business owners out there watching this stuff, we get it. We know it's a lot, and it's not advertised as a lot, but it's a lot, and you're going to need help. You can't do it alone. And if you try to do it alone, you're going to run into walls, and you're going to have to reach out for help, whether that be a partner or whether that be just someone that's there to support you and help you and let you know that what your ideas are valid, and that you're valued, and that you're worth it, and that the people in the world need you. You need to get that. And until you get that, you're really just having an expensive habit, a hobby. Yeah. It's not a business. And it's just being honest. That's something that someone told me a long time ago, is that until you get people surrounding you to help you in your efforts to bring your dreams to life, you have an expensive hobby. You don't have a business.
Yeah.
So that was hard for me to hear, but it's something I needed to hear. So to those of you out there grinding solo, reach out.
Hey, I think, Jim, every 48 to 72 hours, I'm always like, hey, bud, do you need help with anything? Literally, 48 to 72 hours is my window. Hey, did you do this? Hey, did you do that? Hey, by the way, you're not alone. Like, if you need my help, I'm here. Just ask me. Like,
we are in this together.
Enough for the seance. Ring the bell.
My big weekly win for this week was I put my head down to the grindstone today and pounded out a fabulous, like the end to our landing page and the sales funnel for a Live Academy, a summer edition, our 6-week version of the Live Academy program, where you can build and design your custom built live show. Whether it's like our Friday night live show, whether it's like the Monday live show or the Tuesday showcase show or the X's and O's show, we can show you how to do those too. If you're like bold and crazy and wild and want to take on a crazy adventure, we can show you how to do all of that, designed to help you connect to nurture, to attract, and to ultimately ascend your ideal customers into your offers, whether you're a service-based business, whether you're a product-based business. And I am so excited to almost have the landing page done. I have a couple videos to shoot tomorrow, and then I will have the links launched to you guys. Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled here in the Visibility Hacking group, because you guys are going to see it first before it's released to the greater public. And yeah, you guys get first access. There's limited seats available because as is reality, we can't offer the same amount of one-on-one service, the attention and connection that we offer in this program to everyone. So we have limited number of seats available. You guys in the group get first dibs, then it'll go out to our other groups and our profiles worldwide. So yeah, that's my weekly win, because I love creating things for the Visibility Hackers. So heck yeah.
I call this chair. Nobody can have this chair. This is my seat. I call it. Okay.
Well, you have your seat guaranteed because in the summer version of Live Academy, we have brought on our awesome graduate, John Dargy, to help with our tech coaching. So, all of that mumbo jumbo we talked about earlier about cameras and microphones, well, if that spun your head around a little bit, if it glossed your eyes over a little bit, don't worry. We have John here with us to help break all of that down
That's right.
into human speak, into
Yeah, join the-
budgets that make sense.
Join the course and we'll say it in English. We won't use the tech speak.
Exactly. I love it. And of course, we also brought Lefty on, the video Jedi himself, so that you guys can not only focus on creating great content for the purpose of connection, where we have these longer conversations, we have these longer form pieces of show, but also how do we ride the wave of short form content? How do we use what's currently trending, what's working, and what's going to last over time? Well, that's why we bring on the video Jedi himself. I worked with him, and I can attest to how great his systems are, and we've brought them into Live Academy just for you guys as well. So if you want all of this value, plus of course Jim's there, I'm there, you get us on a so much regular basis you might even get sick of us. We have one-on-one coaching spots available constantly throughout the week. We have workshops and trainings every week to get you guys launched, and my favorite part is that we have created the launch pad. The launch pad. Week 6, the last week of the program, everything shifts. All of our focus shifts to launching your show, because this isn't a program where you get to just like passively watch the videos and then hope that if you like press a book to your head that you'll absorb the knowledge. It's not a program that works like that. I've never had success in those programs, so I wanted to design a solution that works for, at least for people who are in the same boat as me, where that I don't have that osmosis skill. So in this course, it is based on action. We reward you every week with bonuses for taking action. We reward you for those huge movements that you're going to take. It's a lot of work, but man, oh man, the launch pad is where you're going to create your show. You're going to launch it out into the world step by step in a protected space, kind of like baby birds. You know, they fly from branch to branch, a little protected, mom's watching them, and then eventually it's time to be kicked out of the nest and they don't drop to the ground. They fly. And it's the same thing like we have in Live Academy for you guys. John's been through it, Jim's been through it, I've been through it. We're taking Lefty through it blindfolded. Congratulations.
Yes. I like being thrown into these situations. But Molly,
Yeah,
I have to add to what you just said, because first of all, I'm super excited to be a part of this. Like, I mean,
I want to
I think it's gonna be dope. Like, I have a lot of knowledge on this stuff. The way like all you guys are coming in with your own personal expertise, and I can't wait to just help everybody just rock that short form content 100%. Like, just go through everything on what to do, how to say it, when to say it, just action. Lights, camera, action. Let's go. Let's do this.
It's actually a lot
so
like,
good.
have you ever seen that John Wayne video where he just throws that kid in the lake?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding. It's not like that.
No, I will. Let me
And
say
of
something
course,
about that,
we'll
though.
always bring you the weather and traffic every show. Just so you
Oh, perfect.
So
We'll
let me-
hold you
let me-
to that.
Let me say for the record, though, people like this, like it's not just the material. Like the material is ridiculously informative, and I'm telling you, there are things. You'll see the things, but
All the things.
the people, Molly and Jim, you guys have set up something truly special, and we still to this day. I mean, we started April 1st or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was May 1st.
Oh yeah, you're right, May.
May 1st. To this day, the original thread where the people we still send each other messages. We still say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And there's this camaraderie and friendship and because somebody asked me today, like, and I was joking a little bit. They're like, what did you not have before you did the live academy? I said, friends. Right?
Yeah.
And the reality is, we were talking about doing things together and whatever else. The all of that in spades. So important if you're looking to build the confidence, you're looking to learn how to fly, and you guys have created that, and I cannot wait to be part of that and to help keep growing that, because I felt like it was something exceptionally special.
I truly appreciate that, John.
Yes.
That is beautiful, man. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you in general. Like, you always go above and beyond. You're one of those people that will just jump in if someone's like, I got a question about this. You're like, let's dig in.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that about you so much. You're definitely that guy that is willing to get in the trenches and get it figured out. And I really, really appreciate that.
It's my pleasure. And it's truly just I'm just carrying on the tradition. I'm gonna throw it out there. You guys have been all of that and more, straight up. So any night, anytime. Like I said, Jim is everywhere on the internet. Like, so
Yeah. Jim,
it's just it's a
question
testament
for
to what
you.
we built, and I can't wait to help build it more.
Yes. Yeah. Likewise, John. Second that. But Jim, I have to ask: were you
No.
around for Molly's Super Bowl moment earlier?
I think I was just going up in the chopper at that point.
Oh, okay. Well, I have it up. And I don't think it's fair that you are the only person to have.
Did she Heisman? Did she?
Pretty close.
Yeah.
But just so I'm aware, there was audio when I shared it, right? Molly, John?
Yeah, the video is a little bit choppy, but I think your signal's getting better now.
Okay. No, okay.
So
but there was audio.
let's
There was
try it.
audio when I played it.
Yeah,
Okay. Here
it'll
we
be
go.
the last thing we do tonight before we close it out.
Okay. You ready?
And shout out to Robert Wall real quick. Thank you so much, man. He said, just catching live sounds exciting. You get a mindset, you get a mindset, and you get it. And he says he appreciates the D hat. So I shout out to you, Robert Wall. I appreciate you, man.
All right.
So here comes
Okay,
here comes the real MVP.
Setting the scene. This is my garage. With my background. Surprise! It is made out of a cardboard box, and I'm getting a little bit energetic while filming some lives. And this was right at the beginning. This was like our second reel that we were shooting, and
Was it the second one?
It was pretty darn close to the beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go.
So this is how we started it off. P.S. Behind the scenes, I wear my pajamas for everything. Like, I am wearing pizza pajamas right now. I was wearing plaid pajamas, and then later on, I put on avocado toast. So roll the tape.
3 reasons why content marketing without a strategy is just not going to cut it.
Did you?
Awesome.
So I
just
may
awesome.
have ripped my pants like
Just may have?
straight down the back.
The jury's still out.
It's
Yeah,
debatable. Could go either way.
I'm like across on the sides, like it just disintegrated. It was great. I'm so glad it got
Like
captured on
explode.
more than one camera. I'm
Oh,
glad
you
that
got
there are
multiple
angles.
views of that magic. That's
Yeah.
Well, it's the one that I'm using to film the reels, and then I got
Yeah.
the behind the scenes one.
Oh, it's so awesome.
Can't
Well
wait.
done. Well
It's
done.
that's the reality of shooting content, and sometimes things don't go as scripted, and that's fine. And when it's live, don't worry about it. Just like when let's go full circle back to the first thing we talked about tonight, when Lefty was doing his live today and his audio was messing up. And yeah, he was blessed with having Jim and having other people on his stream who were there to support him and help him figure out if we can't hear you or it sounds really good. But sometimes you don't have that cheer squad, especially when you're just getting started. But do not let those bloopers stop you. Don't let them get you caught up, and don't let them make you press that dreaded stop the stream button, because your message matters. So just let the stumble happen. It's okay. Move forward, move on, learn from what happened. And so make sure that it never happens again. But, it's okay. It happens. You can rip your pants live and it'll be fine. It'll be great content. Don't worry about it. So that's my advice for you guys for this week.
Has anyone ever done the Hulk Hogan tear with their pants?
Is that like
No, I don't think so. What you gonna do, brother? Just rip the pants.
I thought you were thinking like a soccer player ripped my
No, I've
Adidas
seen it with the
snap pants.
snaps. Yeah, the snaps. I'm talking about just like
No,
starting
I'm
to
talking
tear
about
and
the
just
actual,
When Jim's performing, he doesn't use snaps. He's just that strong. When he's performing for his audience, he just tears his pants right off. It's pretty awesome.
that's
But just because
they
you have that kind of
deserve
skill doesn't
They
mean everybody
deserve
does,
that.
Jim.
Okay, they deserve quality. If I ever get on
Hashtag.
Acting Live stage, I'm coming out to Menomina,
Okay. Yeah.
okay.
and I'm doing a Hulk Hogan pants tear.
That's awesome, man.
Okay.
It's like one
Okay.
thing too. You just perfect it. That's what you got to do.
That's it.
Just focus
and I'm
on
going
the-
to keep practicing
just
on
one
those
thing.
One
stages
party
until I
trick.
get there.
And if we're presenting together, you'll come on with your music, you'll do your pant tear, you'll continue off the stage, and then we'll
You'll come
both
up
walk
and do
on
a
together
big
to
freak.
something
Yeah.
completely different.
And you'll
And
come on
lefty,
and do
lefty
like a-
spinning,
Mention
lefty
the
spinning
pants.
in the back. He's like, that would be amazing. Okay, where
That
do I
would be
sign?
great. That would be great. I'm in. I'll drop my affiliate link.
Done.
Do
Ship it.
you still have those pants, Molly?
Maybe
You should frame
somewhere.
them.
Like
should frame them.
what we have to do, move it, because you, John, you had a problem with your sensor on your Mavic 3.
Oh,
Like we need to
sad.
start taking pictures of these things and doing like a Talking Dead moment from The Walking Dead with the zombies that they lost, like a little memorial thing. It's like
In memoriam, yeah.
we have to pay tribute to the
Yeah.
pants, to the Mavic 3, to like
Dude, that'd be
anything
awesome.
else that we lost.
Molly, I think that what you should do is like you frame them, you frame the pants, and you just open the tear a little bit, and then you have the visibility hackers just inside, so you're peeking through.
Just like everyone's faces in a line up the butt crack.
Just the logo, just the logo.
It would be
if
the
you ever
ultimate-
just be peeking out. Yeah,
Quite
do
literally
that.
the ultimate inside joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and frame it. I think it would be a really nice centerpiece.
I think it would look great next to my 2 Comma Club award.
Heck yeah, well,
That'd be awesome on my mantle. just right,
Oh my
just right
goodness.
there in the center, just
Straight in the
there.
middle.
Just,
I'll send you a square cutout of the flannel.
No,
I love it,
No,
yes.
something special. We're going
Piece of
straight.
my pajama pants.
We're going straight for the bronze, right next to the baby shoes. We're gonna do we're gonna bronze these bad boys. That's all right.
But like make it so that you can stand in them.
oh, now you're talking. See, now you're getting fancy. See, now we're talking creative. I like this stuff.
It's, all of a sudden, I start
Where's the
reproducing and
opportunity
3D
for
printing these
branding?
things everywhere. It's like crazy. Took over the internet.
It's a trend. It's a new TikTok
Interesting
trend.
photo opportunities.
I'm pretty sure I can do it.
It's
Pretty
gonna
sure I
be
can put it
the
in AR.
new way. The new way to do a logo reveal.
We need Molly. You need to make like a cardboard cutout of your pants. Like when you do those things and like you put your face in it. It's like the dude with the jack body at the beach. Except like it's your. It's like the whole of your ripped pajama pants.
That's amazing. It just keeps getting better.
For those of you who have been visibility hackers for a while, we've talked about the Stream 360 framework.
Yep.
Part of that is the memeability of your show and the memeability of the movement that you're making. This is the perfect example of that. It's an inside joke that's happened. It's an opportunity that we didn't create. We didn't put effort or energy into creating that moment. It just happened. And now it's going to take on a life of its own, from bronzed pants to paper cutouts to maybe sending each other samples of said pants to maybe getting matching tattoos of the pants. Who knows? But the pants will live on. And
Well, they will.
Hashtag
That's the
facts.
reality.
Hashtag.
On that note, my friends, last words before we wrap up. What do you guys have to say? John, give it a go.
Can't wait to do this, guys. Super excited. Looking forward to cutting my teeth here and helping, and I cannot wait.
Heck yeah.
I
Lefty,
haven't
what do you got to say?
I haven't been to camp since fat camp when I was 13. No, I'm kidding. But I mean, I'm just super pumped. I'm so excited. Just yeah, like I'm ready for it all. Like I'm ready to be the a teacher and a student. Like I'm ready to just learn it all. It's gonna be super awesome, and there's gonna just be it's gonna be so much to go around. It's gonna be like everywhere. And
Heck
we're
yeah,
here
yeah.
in the center, bringing all these people together, just doing like a breaststroke swimming, you know. And yeah, guys, it's gonna be 6 weeks of awesomeness, and I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting
Heck yeah.
right here.
DJ
waiting.
Jimmy Beard, what do you got to say?
Yo, Jim's my hype man.
Jim, are you there?
Yeah, back to you from Visibility Hacking Chopper. It looks like the weather's going to look very nice for the evening, and I hope you guys enjoy your 4th of July. Back to you, Molly.
And happy Canada for those of you north of the border. Oh man. All right, guys. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you for joining us tonight, Friday Night Live. We'll see you again next Friday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Of course, you can always join us in the Visibility Hackers group, and you can always check out our awesome shows. Monday, I have the live show. Tuesday, we're coming back with the showcase. You don't want to miss those. Always check us out on the Visibility Hackers YouTube channel. We got new videos for you every single week. And this week, we have a really cool series that's coming up for you, and you do not want to miss that. There's resources attached to it, workbooks helping you take action, move forward, because action takers get the best stuff. We win. We like to win. So we've got the Visibility Vault for you that has tools and all of that, but you gotta check out the YouTube videos because it'll tell you how to get to it. Anyways, I will see you guys next week. Have a fabulous Canada Day. Have an amazing 4th of July. However you celebrate, stay safe. Have a great time. Be amazing to each other. Remember, I love you. Be excellent to each other, and just go live because your people are out there waiting for you. Peace out.